Dalluge started in the late 1990s by a carpenter who wanted better balance and less vibration in a framing hammer. A few years later, they teamed up with Vaughan in the US, a company tradies already knew for quality hammers. This isn't a new, untested tool, it's been refined through real job site use for decades. First impression is that it feels natural in your hand. The weight sits right where it should. The head doesn't pull forward and the hickory handle feels comfortable in your hand. It's an old school setup, but it's been fine-tuned to feel more efficient. It's a classic hammer that has been brought up to modern standards. And what I mean by that is, titanium isn't a gimmick. Titanium has very great vibration dampening effects, so it transfers more energy into the nail and less back into your arm. The reason why so many people have swapped to titanium hammers is because it actually works, and they can feel the results after a day on site. A 16-ounce titanium hammer feels and hits like a heavier stamped steel hammer, but without the sting or the strain you feel in your arm after using a stamped steel hammer. After a full day on site, you'll realize that you weren't working as hard, but you were getting better results, and you won't feel any strain or stress in your arms like you used to feel. Even experienced carpenters who have been using other types of hammers for years and already have those horrible aches and pains in their arms, once they switch to a titanium steel hammer, their recovery gets better and also they start to feel much better at the end of the day anyway. The Dalluge has a solid titanium head with a smooth face, great for everyday carpentry or finishing work. If you want more grip for framing, there's also a milled face version. It has that modern feature you find on most hammers these days, a magnetic nail starter, so you can start nails with just one hand. The hickory handle is 14 inches long, giving you that classic framing or carpentry hammer feel. It's great for shock absorption, but with the newest fixings becoming more over-engineered, it can fall short when you're trying to leverage something really hard or trying to pull out a really stubborn nail. So the suggestion is just swap to your nail puller for those scenarios so that you don't put unnecessary strain on your hammer. Hickory has been a go-to wood for carpenters for years. It flexes just enough to give you great absorption, stands up to hard use, and pairs perfectly with the titanium head. The Dalluge features a reinforced overstrike area just below the head. That section protects the handle from cracking or splitting if you miss a strike. This is a game changer for wooden hammers. Timber growing today is all round not as dense as it once was. So having that extra bit of material for your overstrikes not only protects your handle, it also reduces that sudden shock you will feel if you do miss and it hits the neck. It also has another modern feature built in. It includes a built-in side nail puller. The side nail puller works well in tight corners and is always a great option to have. One of the best features of the Dalluge hammer is that its swing feels balanced and it's also very predictable. Because the titanium is in the head, not the handle, it swings differently than other titanium hammers we sell. As part of that small club of ultralight hammers, the swing feels much closer to an SigTools titanium hammer or the Boss Pro Plus. It's not about what hammer is better, it's about what hammer suits your preference. Some people prefer the weight to be much more up in the top and the head of the hammer, while others like it to be distributed throughout the entire thing, keeping it all around way lighter. The important part is what rhythm suits your work. Hickory flexes just enough to absorb vibration from the titanium head while keeping energy directed into the nail. The striking face with its extra size helps you stay consistent so your hits remain reliable. Every curve, angle, and taper contributes to a consistent, repeatable strike. Great tip for all wooden hammers. If you feel like the grip on a wooden hammer is not enough and you're looking for a great way to get some extra grip on a wooden handle, using something like tennis grip tape or hockey stick tape is a cheap way to have a replaceable and also very reliable grip on wooden handles. You can find tennis grip tape or hockey grip tape at any random sports store. Martinez, Kinetic Customs, and Dalluge, all three hammers use titanium, but they feel different. Martinez has its own unique feel with its iconic design. Titanium handle and interchangeable head. There's so many people that have fallen in love with it. Kinetic Customs Nighthawk is its own beast, having the same concept with a titanium handle and a steel head, but with key differences. You have the option to go for a steel side puller with or without extra brass weight, and the handle has a much more unique feel as they packed so many different features into it. The Dalluge does the opposite. With a titanium head and a hickory handle, it has an overall far lighter swing and has a more original kind of hammer feel to it. Each hammer has its own rhythm and feel, but they're all getting to the same conclusion. Less strain after use and better experience while using. It just depends on how you want to get there. If you want us to do updated breakdown and hammer testing on both the Martinez Titanium Hammer and the Kinetic Customs Nighthawk, let us know in the comments down below. Some prefer the weight forward design of those hammers and others prefer the distribution of the weight throughout the entire hammer having a lighter feel. Just depends what works right for your work style. If you're based in Auckland, New Zealand, you can come on down to our SigTools showroom and meet our lovely team that will help you decide which hammer works best for your workflow. I'll chuck the address and the times that it's open in the description down below if you're interested. The titanium head holds up over years of use, resisting chips and deformation that can affect stamped steel hammers. Another great benefit to having a titanium head is that it won't rust. The hickory handle is replaceable and designed to make swapping easy, so you won't have to wrestle like you would with other wooden handles. Between the durable head and the serviceable handle, this hammer is built to last, showing how reliable and durable it actually is. This is for the carpenter who wants to stick with a traditional wood hammer, but is also getting fed up with the strain it causes and how unbalanced it can feel after hours on site. It's also for those who have tried other titanium hammers, but those ones didn't suit their swing and style, but they still want to get rid of those old stamped hammers that aren't what they used to be 20 years ago. With the titanium in the head and the hickory handle, the Dalluge does the sweet spot on being a modern hammer, but feeling like an original hammer that you once used in your dad's workshop. That's the Dalluge Titanium Hammer. It's been trusted on job sites around the world for decades, and now it's available at your favorite premium tool store. We would love to hear your thoughts. Comment below or make a reaction or review video and tag us on Instagram at SigTools so we can check it out and repost it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps us out. For all your premium tool needs, don't forget, shop SigTools, and I'll see you in the next one.